And joining us this morning, we have the executive producers and Atlanta legends, Jermaine Dupri and Luther Campbell. You may know him as Uncle Luke. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having
We
us.
are so excited you're here with us, and so excited to talk about Freaknik, because this is really one of those cultural touchstones. Like, where were you? That everybody in this town has a story to tell. Jermaine, when all of this was sort of coming together, do you think did everybody understand what this was going to become? It was supposed to be a picnic, right? That's it.
Yeah, I mean, being here, you don't know exactly what it is. You just you just heard it was Freaknik, and you just go outside, and I think you just, as you drive, you discover this thing, you discover this thing, you discover this. Oh, they got Luke down here. Oh, it was just like just a blind party. You just walked in and just, you hit the city, and everything just was happening.
All right, so then of course, things get a little dicey at some point, years
Dicey.
go on. Dicey's the word we're gonna use on morning television.
Right.
So when we found out, we, the collective, the world found out you guys were gonna do a documentary about this, everybody was thinking, oh my God, what's gonna be in this documentary? So why'd you guys wanna do this?
Well, basically, everybody thought their mama was going to be on it.
Correct.
You thought your mama was going to be on
I'm still looking for my mama on this thing.
No, I mean, the thing is, just like you say, the world thought it's going to be this wild and crazy, a bunch of booty shaking and all that. But, it tells the story about, Freaknik. It tells the story about, these young African-American students from, the AU Center, and they decided to have a spring break because they couldn't afford to go to Dust and Panama City on South Beach.
We're talking the 80s and the 90s. Not everybody was walking around with a cell phone and a camera the way they are now. But I wonder if you had any problem finding finding the video to make this film.
Not so much. I mean, at first I think it was a little bit because people were they didn't know what we was looking for, I think,
What were you looking for?
We didn't even know what we was looking for. I think that's what it is. I mean, because somebody said they got footage, they might just have them walking down the block. That's not really, we trying to find people that had activity to show you or show those that didn't get an opportunity to go to Freaknik exactly what it was like to be inside that traffic.
Now you guys both went to Freaknik, right?
Oh yeah, I think I brought the
He's
freak
a godfather.
Right.
I brought the freak and the Nick. So it was a picnic, and then I thought it was my type of party. I got in, and before you know it turned into something Miami.
Right.
What was it like, though? I mean, take us back to to those days, and you remember what the feeling was when all of this was going on around you?
I'm sure you guys wouldn't have never been able to get to work if Freaknik was going on. That's just to show you exactly what it is. I don't know, have these streets ever been too crowded for y'all to get to work right here?
Not rarely, here where we are. Yeah, we're on 14th Street here in Midtown
14th
area.
Street was packed.
Wow.
Peachtree Street was packed. Yeah. The highway was packed. Everywhere, anywhere you was trying to go around in Metro Atlanta, Freaknik had taken over the city.
Okay, so since you guys both went, you guys are both very influential and bringing people out there. Did you just decide, I remember what y'all were doing and I'm going to expose you? Or why did you want to do this documentary?
Well, we thought it was very important to put it out right now. Especially, when you look at the climate of African American spring break, like on South Beach right now, they're closing up spring break because, black college students are coming down there, which I think is asinine. But so many people, Google Freaknik and automatically think that, I created it and it was this wild and crazy party. But we just thought it was really, really important to tell the story about Freaknik and the impact that it had on Atlanta's music scene, with JD and the South music scene, and how it all came together to form this, entertainment capital of the world.
And the documentary is on Hulu.
Yeah.
It's gonna have its debut.
It's out right now.
It's out right now.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Atlanta and Freaknik. I mean, obviously they're intertwined, but it doesn't seem like this could have happened anyplace else.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think Atlanta, just the mindset of how Atlanta was at that time, it was just a much more free-minded place that allowed people to gather, and especially African Americans, to be able to just be outside and no police brutality, nobody harassing people, nobody telling people to get off the street. They was just walking around. You just had an opportunity to be outside. And I think, one person saw it, 30 people saw this, 50 people saw it, 100 people, 150,000 people saw this, and they came to the city, and that's what it is.
Yeah, and now a lot of people wonder if we could ever see another Freaknik again. Do you think it even has a place in today's society?
If you scream Freaknik right now, I think city government, like they did before, will your hands start burning and everything like that.
Yeah.
I think, I don't really think it can come back in the form that it was before, just like JD say. I mean, me, coming here, it was major gridlock, people dancing on cars and everything, but it wasn't no violence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when government took control of it and just created a tough atmosphere with no programming. But if you bring it back, it would have to be in some sort of Woodstock feel, out into a major park and all that, but then, and donate a lot of the proceeds to HBCU colleges if it comes back in that form, but it will never come back in the form, in my opinion.
Not in that form.
Had to be there. Had to be there.
We know you so well for your music. Now you're filmmakers, executive producing this documentary, Freaknik, The Wildest Party Never Told. You can stream it now on Hulu. Jermaine Dupri, Uncle Luke.
Yes.
Gentlemen, thank you both.
Thank you.